And it's just this idea of, if we had known 6 months ago what was just around the corner and who we were going to lose, would we have done anything differently? Would we have cherished it more? Would we have made different decisions? So this is July.
Long for a time it might have been accepted, really was, and you didn't realize then that one day soon you would give anything if you could just go back again. Take me back to July, when you and I were still just fine. Your radiance and my fire still burned bright in July. Do you ever wonder who you'd be today if the one you loved had never gone away? And if those wounds and scars weren't here to stay, if she were more than a memory? Take me back to July, when you and I were still just fine. Your radiance and my fire still burned bright in July. And shooting stars, our favorite playlist in the car, birthday candles, neon glow. We laugh about things no one knows. Clouds are storms, chaotic blues, these unexpected fading hues. Our palace grounds, concrete and ash. We thought we were built to last in July. You and I were still just fine. Your radiance and my fire still burn bright. We thought we had time.
So this next song is called Medicine, and I think I'm actually going to move over to the piano to play it, because it was originally written on piano. I had planned on doing it on guitar, but once I saw the beautiful piano you all have, I think I'll try it out. But Medicine is about chronic illness, and it was actually written during an IV infusion that I had, because I heard the IV pump beeping, and that rhythmic sound of the beeping, I had the thought of, could I write a song around this? So, as you'll hear when I move to the piano, that IV pump is beeping continuously through the song to create kind of the backbone of this song. But it's written about what it's like to be the person living with an illness that is invisible. And it's invisible physically a lot of the times, but in a society where people are kind of made uncomfortable by illness and disability, where they really only want to talk about youth and vigor and energy, people don't want to hear about the aches and pains that we have. They don't want to hear when we're not feeling good. They kind of just want to hear our highlight reel. So I wrote Medicine to shine some light on the reality of illness. So I'm going to move over to the piano. I've been mainly practicing this on guitar, so we may be a little rusty, but I really think the piano adds something to this song.
Deep breath, the sterile scent of careful interventions. 1, 2, 3, a little pinch is a punch to the gut with a girl whose life I used to love. 'Cause I in the blink of a tear-filled eye. 'Cause brave means I'm still afraid, but I have to try. So here I am, I stand with shaking hands. I'll fight to win my life back again. Breathtaking, I try to brace. They say I handle it with grace. They tell me it's just medicine. You're fine, sensations met with blatant consternation. I can take this little step in the lifelong full court, pressed on a path I'm forced to run. 'Cause I had to toughen up in the blink of a tear-filled eye. And brave means I'm still afraid, but I have to try. So here I am, I stand with shaking hands. I'll fight to win my life back again. But God, I hate this place. I look fear straight in my face as they say it's just medicine. It just knocks me down to the ground, life turned inside out. It just has its risks, will make you sick. It's ironic. They just don't know what to say, so they don't stay, they walk away. It just changed everything, but it's just medicine.
People we love struggling and going through things, we are kind of faced with two choices, and one of those choices is to cope with our own fear and our own pain head on, to be able to support them and walk with them through it, or we can decide that it's just too painful and that we don't have it in us to keep walking with them through it. And Never Be the Same is a story of choosing to stay and choosing to face your fears and your pain and how much it hurts seeing someone you love struggle. But you choose to stay because you love that person and you don't want them to face it alone. So this is Never Be the Same.
You've got lightning in your brain. I saw it flash through your eyes, and the way you looked at me tonight, I watched carefully and tried to see when storm clouds shroud the horizon, and it feels like like every water drop is a hint of a hurricane, and my heart stops, but I will shelter you and will wait out the storm. And come what may, I know we'll dance through the rain. Life will never be the same. You've got chaos in your mind. The neon lights, they flare and flicker in a way that makes sparks fly. I wait restlessly and search for peace somewhere beyond the horizon. But it feels like every speck of light is a blazing fire that we've gotta fight. But I will shelter you and will outrun the flames. And come what may, I know we'll dance through the pain. Life will never be the same. Oh, I will never be the same. I wasn't just for the rain to live on the edge of calamity. This hypervigilance just might drive me insane. There's no rescue from a slow motion emergency. But I will shelter you and will wait out the storm. And come what may, I know we'll dance in the rain. Life will never be the same. Oh, I will never be the same. We will never be the same.
Called Birthday Wishes. And it's one of my songs that touches on grief. Because when we lose a loved one, certain things we come to expect. We know it's going to hurt, we know we're going to miss them, and we know the rituals we tend to go through to remember them. But one thing we don't necessarily think of right away is, what do we do for their birthday? Because it's a date that still sticks with us and so deeply ingrained in our memories. It's kind of indescribable when that day comes around and they're no longer here with us to celebrate it. So this next song, Birthday Wishes, was written about that experience of, what do I do on their birthday? Do I bake them a cake? Do I just sit and be sad? Do I treat it like any other Tuesday? And that's one of those feelings that nobody really prepares us for when we lose someone we love. So this is Birthday Wishes.
Fingers hover over memorized numbers. Habit says call, and I almost do. It's your special day, and I wanna be the first to say happy birthday to you. But I keep it all inside, 'cause I know you won't pick up this time. But between you faces wait, old videos play. I almost sent a message to you. I beg to pass the time, cross the top of the cake. I write happy birthday to you, but I keep it all inside, 'cause I know you won't write back this time. But between you and me, I hope it's peaceful. And I hope your heart feels full. I hope someone serenades you the way I always used to do. Happy birthday to you. It's not my party and I don't wanna cry. It's taking every ounce of strength I have inside not to give in to those familiar numbers when I'm all alone. Just to hear your voice telling me, leave a message at the door. I'd say, I hope you know I love you. And I hope you know I miss you. Happy birthday to you.
Song, I like to call it my escapism anthem, because I know a lot of times when we're going through things in life, we just have this dream of running away, starting over in a new town, just getting away from it all. And a lot of times it's not a reasonable wish. But I heard a Willie Nelson quote where he said, most people have that fantasy of catching the train that whistles in the night. And I loved that quote because it's so true. And so I wrote this song called Night Train, and it is about exactly that, dreaming of just running off, catching a train with someone you love, and starting over fresh. So this is Night Train.
Your heart has always beat in time with the train that whistles in the night. You hear adventure in a getaway car, and the stars dance in your eyes. Your smile lights up the midnight room, a glint of mischief or madness, and you say, pack a bag, this is our chance to run up. We gotta catch that train. Let's take the night train, it's going anywhere but here. Take my hand, we'll run downtown, for a while you and I'll disappear. We'll leave our troubles in the rearview mirror. New horizons in my mind are getting clearer. Oh, we've got to get away. Your dreams have always transcended this town we've been made to go home. But I watch your colors fade a little more each day, and I know it's time for us to go. So we run through the shadows like the wind as the town sleeps, ready for another day. Packed our hopes in search of reinvention, we'll slip away into sweet escape. Let's take the night train, it's going anywhere but here. mind are getting clearer. We're going somewhere we'll be safe and sound. We won't be found unless we wanna be. And light streaming through the clouds, I can see it now. It's just you and me, and we'll be free. So let's take the night train. Let's take the night train. Let's take the night train. It's going anywhere with you. Take my hand, we'll walk downtown. For a while, you and I'll disappear. We'll leave our troubles in the rearview mirror. New horizons in my mind are getting clearer. Oh, we've got to get away, get away. On the night train, the night train. And we'll be free.
So this next one is one of my favorites, and it's called Countdown. And it was written on New Year's Eve. I had lost my best friend suddenly and unexpectedly in September. And it really hit me on New Year's that it felt like I was moving forward into a year where she never existed. So at around 10 p.m., New Year's Eve, everyone was out celebrating. Fireworks were about to go off, and everyone was so hopeful and excited to celebrate this new year. I found myself sitting at home, just sad. And of course, I was excited for the new year coming up. I know that not everything is bad. Grief just kind of taints things with this shade of gray that feels like it follows you around. It kind of makes you feel detached from the rest of the world and very isolated. And so all of those feelings were just weighing on me really heavily on New Year's Eve. And I wrote this song, Countdown, which is kind of a bittersweet entry into that new year of, I know I need to move forward, I know I need to keep going, but I'm sad to do that without you here with me. So
10 p.m. and you're on my mind. Memories clear as day after all this time. Laughter falls like glitter from cloud nine. Matching rings adorned with figure eights. Promises of forever and always. We found seventh heaven, but we couldn't stay. So farewell to the old, when light fireworks during the noon. And I knew our time was borrowed, but I'm still blue without you. It was 6 for me, half dozen for you. Whether the fault was in our stars or just folly, I do. This gray between us, therein lies the truth. between you and me and these four walls. We set the house ablaze and tried to forget it all. So farewell to the old, when light fireworks turn in the moon. And I knew our time was borrowed, but I'm still blue without you. 3 strikes and our course had been a rut, but a red string tying 2 hearts cannot be undone. In another lifetime, you would be the one. So farewell to the old, will thy fireworks turn in the new. And I knew our time was borrowed, but I'm still blue without you.
So this next song is the last original song that I'm going to do for the day, and then we've got one more cover song that I want to end on. But this next song is called Rise, and I released my debut album March of 2025, so almost exactly a year ago today. 2 days ago was the 1-year anniversary. And so this is the title track from that album. So the song Rise is really what I like to call my friendship anthem, because as you heard from a lot of the songs we went through today, it's really a journey through grief. The grief of living with chronic illness, the grief of losing someone you love, and it can apply to, changing different seasons in life. Like, there's a lot of things that we grieve. But I ended on this song for the album because it is an anthem of resilience, and it really speaks to the fact that if we allow people to support us, if we allow people to love us and be there for us, there's a lot that we can get through. So the song Rise, the friendship anthem, is one of my favorites, and I hope you all enjoy it too.
You're wild and free. You live a life in prismatic color for all to see. And I'm cautious and calculated. It's complicated, but you took my hand and said, love, it's you and me. And when the nights are long, when the storms rage on, I'll sing the song in your heart when you forget the melody, and you'll be a light in the dark with the waters rough and I'm lost at sea. Knowing you has helped me find a better me. So take my hand. Together we can rise. We'll rise. Your scars and wounds, don't send me running, 'cause I've got them too. And these cycles of devastation, change and amelioration, it's nothing we can't a song in your heart when you forget the melody. And you'll be a light in the dark when the water's rough and I'm lost at sea. Knowing you has helped me find a better me. So take my hand. Together we can rise. We'll rise with all the dreams you put in my mind and the strength you lent my heart. We'll rise, rise.
This next song is the last one for the day, and I figured with it being Women's History Month, I wanted to end on a cover song that hopefully you all know, and it's by two of my absolute favorite musicians, originally written by Joni Mitchell and performed initially by Judy Collins, and then later recorded by Joni Mitchell as well. But I hope you all enjoy this next one. It's one of my favorite songs by a couple of my favorite female artists whose music was really impactful for me, and I know for a lot of others as well. So this is Both Sides Now.
Bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from above and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, a dizzy dancing where you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from wind blues, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I
Thank you for joining me today. This has been so fun, and it really means a lot to me that you took some of your time to come listen to my music and enjoy some music with me. So thank you all for being here.
There we go. Thank you so much for sharing your stories and really just opening up your heart for us here. That was truly beautiful. And thank you for helping us celebrate the amazing women here today and yourself, and hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Please grab some more coffee and cookies. Thank you all.